Hey everybody, HMV here, playing more Factorio, and I just fixed up my turrets here, the factory for turrets, so that it's making them. And today we are setting up rails. We are yeah, I accidentally deleted my yellow blueprint for the station, the rail station for unloading. So I'm gonna place my red blueprint down, and I've changed my blueprints, by the way. I'm curious what people think about stations, how you do them. Anybody wants to tell me all the wrong things I'm doing, let me know. But I plopped down the red station, and I decided, you know what, that's too much. I'm just gonna kind of wing it here, and since then I've made a whole new station type, and you'll probably see it hopefully next episode. But I don't know how in depth I have to get, how much work I have to do to make sure that I'm pulling stuff out of the trains as quickly as possible. Especially with ores, it seems like I need to be able to pull it out as fast as possible. And I see a lot of people doing belts where they just put it all on one side of the belt, and then the other side on the other side of the belt, and then you end up with the one of the chests gets completely empty while another chest is completely full. And that just seems really really inefficient to me. But I don't know how important efficiency is, because I only have the wooden poles here. I decided to chop out the centers of these things so I can stuff a wooden pole in the middle, or actually not even the stuff wooden pole in the middle, just so that the power that doesn't reach doesn't go there. I do like this setup that I have with the belts here, where the two arms end up filling a full belt. Well, not filling a full belt, but end up getting both sides of the full belt at the same rate. And then I run the three lines off to the left there, and then altogether I'd have 6 yellow belts, and then I think I end up compressing them down into 3 yellow belts. The idea here, eventually I'm gonna want 3 lines of iron and 1 line of steel in the main base here, and then eventually I'm gonna stop doing that, and I'm going to have steel being made in a separate factory, and iron being made in a separate factory. Like I'm actually gonna put these things. That's the whole point of this rail world save, is I want everything in its own little area. Raw resources are going to get a totally dedicated station, while a little more ancillary things, or like the produced goods, I might have like a station for belts, and then a station for arms, and then a station for circuits, green circuits and red circuits, or maybe I'll split those off because they're more raw resources, things like that. A station for all oil processing, and a station for all oil devices, so everything that you could use in an oil thing would all be made in the same area, something like that. But anyway, after I cut off the science, power's fine, so I can set up this mining down here. Very simple mining. I started to do the unload station, then I realized, why am I building an unload station when I'm not actually mining the stuff first? It seems like this should be running while I'm up there fiddling with the unloading station. So I set up a single line here of ore. Meanwhile, the BlueBuild mod is slowly chopping up the trees that I have marked for deletion. Just every time I stand still long enough, it chops down a tree for me, which is really nice. It's chewing through my axe, but it's also giving me a lot of wood for later, because I like having a lot of wood in my inventory in general. I like having it available. I hate when I need to make a box and I can't, or anything like that. So I'm also helping it out a little bit, chopping down some quick trees. It looks like I accidentally chopped down a power pole there. Not a big deal. This is all temporary anyway. Mostly they're there for lights. So now I'm the way I name my things, you see here, I have PU iron. This is pickup iron, and then DO iron. I like that. I like it that way. The way I set my train lines up, the way I tend to like to do that, is the trains don't service a station, they service a type of item. So at least with the raw resources, they so this is going to be a iron ore train, and it's going to go from an iron ore pickup to an iron ore drop off, and it's going to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I think I ran out of some sort of thing here. Looks like I ran out of belts. Yeah, I ran out of belts. So it's nice that they're being made here, because I can just grab them right out of the box. And it looks like iron is at least making it to the end of the line now, which is just glorious. That implies pretty strongly that my little ammo factory over there is completely done. But anyway, let's see. Yeah, so we're heading back down now. I think I called the train back to me, or yeah, it's actually, I think it's just running back and forth. I was gonna set up the other side of this factory, this other side of this station, but I decided, you know what, I'm gonna go down here and finish this off, because this is the important thing, is getting the loading done first, because you know the unloading is gonna be completely useless without loading, and we can be loading these things while the unloading's happening. So I've set it up here with the 4 belts, and then it's a splitter going into the 4, and I figure I'll have 2 lines of yellow belts coming in. You see, I ran them with I used the ghosting. If you hold down, I think it's Shift or Alt or something like that, it'll lay down the ghosts, and then the BlueBuild mod takes care of placing or getting rid of the trees and placing the things for me, which is really nice. I also had to move a power pole there. There was one in the way. I had to do that manually because ghosting doesn't remove those. And then I set up a second line of miners, because, you know, you can never have too many miners. One thing to note, I'm getting double the tree cutting here. It's cheaty, but come on, it's cutting trees. I'm not gonna worry about it that much. I'm cutting trees down while the BlueBuild mod is cutting trees down as well. It's using up the axe, and all it saves is time. And frankly, if I don't have to cut trees down, if I spend less time cutting trees down in this game, I'm not going to be very sad. And right around now, I'm thinking, you know what? Grenades would be awesome. Grenades don't belong in the military section of research. They really belong in the tree cutting section of research, because that's the whole purpose of grenades, is to clear forests out as quickly as possible. But now I have my second line here. This is nice. Things are chugging along pretty nicely here. And as soon as I get power to these guys, and of course light, which is awesome, they are going to really start stuffing ore into the train. And the train is, I hop back into it, and I decided to just go up there. I don't even check how much ore is in there, but I think it's, this thing is filling up pretty fast, which is nice. But now that I have ore coming out, I can finally set up my things. And I said 3, because I'm just so used to it being 3, but it's 2 up there, and then I'm going to have 2 down here. And then I think I end up merging them together, or maybe I send all 4 lines up. I honestly don't remember what I end up doing here. But we need to balance, and we need more furnaces, and we probably need to start thinking about starting up science again, which of course means we're going to need more power. But yeah, it looks like I end up doing 2 lines, and I just kind of do a cheap and cheesy balance here. And now I'm thinking, okay, I need more room to smelt things. Yeah, here's where I actually did set up the science again. I'm not sure why I set the science up again, what exactly I want, but I think possibly just because iron is set up now, I want science going again, so it's good. And I really need, I just need to get more done. So here I'm finally setting up grenades being made, which is really going to chew through my coal, but it should be fine for now. We have that other coal patch, so as long as I keep an eye on it, I should be fine as far as that's concerned. But then we head back south. You're going to notice here, I go down to the drop find. If you saw there for really quick, I had it set for circuit greater than 0. That's one of the default options on a train. Whatever you call it. For the train, yeah, turrets always important. I want to protect your stuff in case biters happen to come in. I do have biters spreading out, but yeah, with trains, you have options for how they decide whether to head to the next station or not. And one of the things I like is just add that circuit equals 0. That basically makes it, as long as you don't set up any circuits, which I don't have any circuits set up currently, it's just going to stay there forever. You make it an AND condition, and it's really nice because that way I can be down here, and then I don't have to worry about the turrets. The train taking off when I want to ride it back. This is the lazy bastard. I'm a lazy bastard. I don't want to have to walk around everywhere. I want to be able to take the trains. I don't even think I'm going to make a car. I think I'm going to do everything with trains. So here I'm just getting both of these belts up, and I'm balancing them together. And you're noticing that the arms are always grabbing from the left-hand side. And so I decide to do some really quick and dirty balancing here. Probably not the best way to balance these things, but it does get the job done, and it does get the iron flowing from both sides of both belts roughly equally, and filling up that train fairly quickly, which is nice. So then we're going to head back north to the the drop off thing. I'm actually letting the train fill out, and while I'm doing that, I'm looking here, and I'm thinking to like clear out all these trees right here that, or maybe even these ones too, to get smelting, and then that's going to be my main smelting area, is up there, kind of to the left of what is currently the main factory floor of my factory. And then basically what is now the minibus and everything, that's all going to be smelting, and then we're going to have train stations, probably where the minibus is currently, that will send the refined ore, the plates, off to wherever they go. You notice I set up a coal belt down to the train, and I only put it on the one side. I do that specifically because coal to the trains doesn't get used barely at all, and seems like a waste to have both lines up on it. And let's see, what are we doing here? Yeah, I'm making more power. I need more power to run those miners, because I've got everything going again. The science is going and everything. And you might not notice it here, but I'm really chewing through the coal. I'm already using more coal than is coming down the line, and I'm adding more furnaces, which is probably going to cause some issues. I'm sorry, furnaces, boilers, and steam engines. It's probably going to cause some issues. I'm not going to lie, I did not notice that at the time. I'm noticing it now because I know what's coming. Yeah, what are we doing here? I think, yeah, finally grenades. Yay. Let's clear some trees out. I just go to town. I love using grenades to clear trees. It's fun for the whole family. As much as I said I like to have trees, I like to get rid of them very quickly. It's nice when you need to clear out a large area, just toss grenades. It used to be that you needed like 3. Here, I tried a different technique here, just walking slowly. I think it wastes more grenades, but it also is a little bit easier to just do it very quickly. And then I figure I use BlueBuild to clear up the stragglers of the trees here, just to get some more wood and also feel bad. And then now we're finally ready for the big smelting arrays. We need, I've got 4 lines of iron coming up, or I have 3 right now. I have 3 lines of iron. I have 1 from this iron patch, and then 2 from the thing. So I've got 3 lines of iron coming up, but so I want 3 full smelting arrays of this type. So this is one of the 3, and then I still haven't fixed that freaking arm. I fixed it actually already, but I haven't done it yet, and I obviously don't really have the room to fit everything through here. So I think I decide I'm going to send this up through the bottom, because I've also got that stupid copper one there. Yeah, so I decided I'm going to send these 2 lines around the bottom, and that means we're going to have to clear out some trees here. Still getting research done on now we're doing bullet damage. These are garbage researches that the game is just the auto research mod is just picking for me to get research done. This is a little cheesy going under the power poles, but you know what, it gets the job done, and I don't care that much. And then we got these going, and then what I want to do here is I want to take these 3 lines, and let's see, maybe I don't do that yet. Yeah, I've got all that iron ore. I dumped that off, and then I'm picking up more furnaces. Yeah, because I'm trying to pick up everything I need for the array. And now remember, the furnaces I said before, I didn't stuff I didn't send the stone down there, and I'm kind of lamenting that now. I kind of wish now that I had the stone available to just going into that thing, so I had a whole bunch of these smelters, furnaces going all at once. And then I finally I'm now what I'm doing is I'm just hooking up very, very quickly. I'm setting this up so that we get the smelting going, because currently we have no iron being smelted at all. So I want to get this going very quickly, dirtily. Just run those 2 lines together so that we get something going, so that I can have production in the factory while I work on these lines. Then I cut those 3 lines, and then we run out of power. So I go into panic mode. What happened? Oh, what happened is I'm pulling way too much coal out of the off of the line, and I can't keep the steam engines running partially because I don't have enough coal, and partially because I'm making all those grenades. So I decided to fix the input problem, or the output problem, by completely saturating the coal field here with miners. I get as many miners as I can. I just stuff them all in here, and I get both of these lines coming up and balancing, and then I lay down some power poles, which of course I'm using power that I don't have to power these things. And then look how slowly they're running. It's just terrible. So I need more coal, and I need to get the factory up and running in order to get those coal miners going fast enough to keep the factory running. So I set up all my power poles, and then I just go in here and I dump coal in all the furnaces so that there are all the boilers, so that we're getting the most done. Like, okay, there's a coal patch down there. That's probably my next goal here, is to tap into that coal patch. So we're gonna have 2 trains running very soon in order to get that going. And then I decided I need to fit a power pole in here, so I just do that. That's good. That basically still covers the patch as well as it did before. Okay. I should be good now on coal. So, and now I need the coal station. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and take care of this while we're here. We'll use these grenades that used up all our coal to clear away the trees that we could be burning instead of coal, and clear out a whole big area here. And then we're going to run a very quick and dirty, just like the other one, train station to set up a coal line to get more coal into the system, because that's critical. And I use very simple, very non-robust train signals. And I think, did I screw up that train signal? I don't think I did. No, I didn't screw up that train signal. Yeah, because he's leaving on the bottom and he's entering on the top. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure, because I'm not used to doing one-way train lines. I usually do one-way train lines, but I do pairs of lines, and I always put the signals on the inside. But anyway, like right now, it's just, like I said, this is quick and dirty just to get the job done. Currently, it looks like the coal's fine, so I think we're good. And then I realized, oh, why am I not getting any iron? Well, that's because I cut those lines right before the power went out. And then I decided to do this. I guess I decided not to do that. The problem here is we're not getting enough iron down to all those smelters. It should be enough for one full belt, but I'm not actually using one full belt. I'm putting that one full belt onto a side thing. I didn't realize that what I need to do is I need to merge it with the coal belt, and then like on either side, merge it with the coal belt, and then send one half of the iron one way and one half of the other way. I'll fix that next episode, probably, if I remember. But I didn't realize it at this time that was what the problem was. So now I finally get my balancer. This is a red balancer again. I have a lot of these things set up as red because I tend to like to use red, but it's a little early in the game. Some of these often use balancers like the 3x3 and the 4x4. I might set those up to have yellow versions of them. I'm still working on my blueprint books and having lots and lots of blueprints. And I might make those available if anybody wants them. I don't know how useful they are. They're useful to me, obviously, because I use them all the time, but I don't know how much everybody else uses them, or how much anybody would want mine in particular. But here, yeah, I need another train, so I'm like getting the engines together for the train. This is for all the coal. But that's basically as far as we get on this episode. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I not as much happened this episode as before because I had to fix some problems. But I did get the iron smelting going, and we're on the verge of having just way more resources than we need for the base we currently have, and then we can start expanding. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope you're looking forward to seeing it. I'm HMV, and I will, as always, talk at you later.